Wednesday, the 12th of March at the Hordern Pavilion, Sydney, Australia, former unified welterweight champ Keith Thurman takes on Aussie star Brock Jarvis, who is on a 2-fight winning streak and looking to make it 3 in a row. The fight itself is intriguing and tricky to predict an outcome, but not for the reasons you might think. Firstly, as you already know, former 3-division champion and long-time on and off Brock Jarvis trainer Jeff Fenech is, well, off again and will not be in Brock's corner come fight night. There may be a slight chance of a reunion before fight night. Fenech seems willing to jump in, but it doesn't look likely. Or maybe the whole thing is a ploy to give Thurman a false sense of vulnerability in the Jarvis camp. It is boxing and nothing would surprise me. Then there's still a nagging feeling that the fight between the two might not happen. Thurman pulled out of his scheduled fight with Tim Tszyu almost 2 weeks out from their bout, and many are wondering if history will repeat itself. Or will it be Jarvis that pulls out if his fight preparation falls short of the desired standards that may have been otherwise met with the aid of longtime trainer Jeff Fenech? On top of all this, you have Thurman, a guy with 1 foot in retirement who hasn't fought in 3 years and has had his fair share of injury issues, going up against a young Aussie who has yet to prove himself as a world-level contender. When Brock did step up against a higher caliber opponent in Liam Parrow, he was sensationally stopped in the first round. I understand the argument that Jarvis had moved swiftly through the weight classes in the preceding bouts before the Parrow fight, and that was his first bout at super lightweight, but he wasn't prepared to face someone of Parrow's capability. Thurman's best days might be behind him, but even at this stage in the Floridian's career, will he simply be too good for Jarvis? Thurman versus Jarvis could be like having a romantic conversation over the phone with your partner on Valentine's Day from inside a bathroom stall next door to a guy violently spraying the toilet bowl and loudly shitting out a lung. Point being, it might not be the right time for it. Then again, Jarvis has 22 wins, 20 by KO, 1 loss by KO, no draws, and at 27 years of age, when is the right time? Sometimes you just have to go for it, and that's what Brock Jarvis is doing. If he beats Thurman, it won't necessarily make him a world beater ready for a major title shot, but he will have a victory over a very familiar name and a veteran of the sport and an ex-champion. So, what's in it for Thurman? If Thurman wins, will we see the showdown with Tim Tszyu that we didn't get to see last year? Because after Tim Tszyu's fight with his next opponent, American Joey Spencer, and provided Tszyu wins, Tim is looking at heading back to the States and could potentially have his next confidence builder fight there. A Tim Tszyu versus Sebastian Fundora rematch is still a discussion if Fundora can get past Cordell Booker, but maybe a Thurman fight is next on the cards for Tim. I don't think the PBC is playing with much of a budget these days, so I'm guessing No Limit would likely have to carry some of the financial burden for a worthwhile show in the US. Which brings us to why Thurman is coming to Australia in the first place. I guess No Limit made him an offer too good to refuse, and since no one else was offering money for a Thurman fight stateside, the Jarvis fight was offered with maybe a subsequent offer to face Tszyu in America should Thurman successfully get past Jarvis. This would ensure another payday for the American, and seeing Tim Tszyu suffer 2 disheartening back-to-back losses probably instills further confidence in Thurman that the Soul Taker is ripe for the taking. Brock Jarvis might have something to say about all of this, of course. With one eye on the other Tszyu, Nikita Tszyu, Jarvis will be looking to burst the American's bubble before potentially setting up a homegrown blockbuster between himself and Nikita. That would make for an explosive bout for as long as it lasts. Jarvis looks to apply pressure. He wants to put his head on the opponent's chest and maul them, an approach fashioned after the Marrickville Mauler style of his longtime trainer and mentor, Jeff Fenech. However, Jarvis is competent boxing from distance, maintaining range and looking to land bombs before eventually swarming. He's comfortable in the boxing department also. Still, I think he can't resist a good old-fashioned scrap. It is a style that the old Keith Thurman was able to handle. But that's the thing, we have no idea what Keith one-time Thurman fights like now. He's been out for a long time. Thurman in his prime was an athletic and strong welterweight, able to box and punch. Thurman was a rhythm puncher with great balance, able to offload shots from all angles and forced many an opponent to quit, particularly from his work to the body. Mind you, Brock is not too shabby at attacking the body himself. But Thurman hasn't stopped an opponent in well over 10 years. After the Manny Pacquiao loss, injury woes and long layoff, it would be almost 3 years before he made a comeback to take on Mario Barrios. All things considered, Thurman performed well against Barrios, beating El Azteca wide on points by unanimous decision. But how will Keith Thurman look after another 3 years off? Provided that this fight between Thurman and Jarvis goes ahead after I've posted this video and my efforts in making the video weren't pointless like wearing a baseball cap indoors, given Thurman's experience and level of competition much higher than anyone Brock has faced, and given that he's a former champion who has competed at a much higher level than Brock Jarvis, I'm going to go with the logical choice here and pick Keith Thurman. Sure, Thurman might show up on a night looking like shit and Brock Jarvis knocks him out. It's possible, but I'm going with Keith Thurman on points after 10 rounds. That's my pick. Thanks for watching. Let me ask you, do you want to be in the moment and not just capture the moment? Well, let XSpot Go's AI sports cameraman empower your smartphone. The industrial-grade computer vision algorithms and tracking system intuitively identifies the focal point on the field, let's say a ball or a player, and autonomously tracks it with smooth and professional zooms and pans. Next time little Timmy is on the soccer pitch or Julie is at gymnastics, you can watch on knowing the XSpot Go will capture the action with accuracy as you watch on and cheer for your loved one. Using Follow Me 2.0, XSpot Go applies re-identification technology to identify and lock onto athletes by appearance, body shape, and jersey number. It's great for sports like soccer, basketball, hockey, football, rugby, lacrosse, and so much more. Activate Follow Me and record yourself as you train, then watch it back for some analysis. You can even live stream, and the XSpot Go app allows you to edit your content as you go, with up to 20 gigabytes of storage. XSpot Go is the only one consumption grade AI product that can realize team sports tracking and recording with such precision and professionalism. Don't just record the moment, be in the moment. Act now, click the referral link in the description section below. By doing so, you can also take advantage of an exclusive discount. Don't forget to also check out XSpot Go's official website for more information on their products, accessories, and the latest XSpot Go news and updates. Thank you for watching Pound for Pound TV. Please remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell for future updates. See you in the next one.